Sylvia Rivera, who was born on July 2, 1951, and died on February 19, 2002, was a pioneering Latina American gay liberation and transgender rights activist whose courage and resilience left an indelible mark on the fight for equality. Born in New York City to a Puerto Rican father and a Venezuelan mother, Sylvia faced significant challenges from an early age. After her mother's death when Sylvia was young, she was raised by her grandmother, who disapproved of her effeminate behavior. This disapproval led to tension at home, and Sylvia endured bullying and harassment at school for her gender nonconformity. At the tender age of 11, feeling isolated and misunderstood, Sylvia ran away from home and began living on the streets of Times Square. To survive, she became involved in sex work, a reality for many young transgender and gender nonconforming people facing homelessness. It was during this difficult time that she met Marsha P. Johnson, an African-American transgender woman and fellow sex worker. Marsha became a close friend and mentor, teaching Sylvia how to navigate the harsh realities of street life. Together, they formed a bond rooted in shared experiences of hardship and a mutual desire for a better world. In the early hours of June 28, 1969, the Stonewall Inn, a gay bar in Greenwich Village, was raided by the police, a common occurrence intended to harass and intimidate the LGBTQ+ community. But this time was different. Tired of constant oppression, the patrons fought back, sparking the Stonewall riots, which lasted for several days. While accounts vary, Sylvia Rivera is often remembered as a fierce participant in these events, which catalyzed the modern LGBTQ+ rights movement. Energized by the spirit of resistance, Sylvia became actively involved in the Gay Liberation Front and later co-founded the Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, STAR, with Marsha P. Johnson in 1970. STAR was dedicated to helping homeless young drag queens and transgender women, providing them with shelter, food, and support. They established STAR House, a communal living space where they could care for one another and build a sense of family and solidarity. Sylvia's activism was intersectional. She recognized that the struggles against homophobia, transphobia, racism, poverty, and police brutality were interconnected. She briefly joined the Young Lords, a Puerto Rican civil rights group, and participated in the 1970 Revolutionary People's Constitutional Convention organized by the Black Panther Party. Sylvia believed that the liberation of transgender people was part of a broader fight for social justice. Despite her dedication, Sylvia often faced marginalization within the broader gay rights movement, particularly from those who did not prioritize transgender issues. In 1973, during the 4th annual Christopher Street Liberation Day rally commemorating the Stonewall riots, she was prevented from speaking. Some activists felt that drag queens were a negative representation of the community. Feeling betrayed and alienated, Sylvia became disillusioned with mainstream LGBTQ+ activism and withdrew from the movement for a time. In the years that followed, Sylvia continued to face personal challenges, including struggles with addiction and periods of homelessness. Yet, her spirit remained unbroken. By 1997, she experienced a resurgence in her activism as a new generation of transgender activists began to recognize and honor her contributions. She found a supportive community at Transy House in Brooklyn, a collective that embraced the ideals she had championed decades earlier. Reinvigorated, Sylvia once again became a vocal advocate for transgender rights, mentoring young activists and speaking out against injustice. Sylvia Rivera spent the final years of her life fighting tirelessly for the rights of transgender people and all those marginalized by society. She passed away on February 19, 2002, due to complications from liver cancer, surrounded by friends who admired her unwavering dedication. Today, Sylvia Rivera is remembered as a trailblazer and a symbol of resilience. Her legacy lives on in the ongoing struggles for equality and justice, inspiring countless individuals to continue the fight she so passionately led. Through her life and work, Sylvia taught us the importance of standing up for oneself and others, and the power of solidarity in the face of adversity. Thank you for listening. For more LGBTQ+ history, please subscribe to this channel.